everyone, Rochelle here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all some more scrap yarn finished projects that I've completed, and also I'm going to be sharing with you all one work in progress. Okay, so here we go. The first one I'm going to show you all is an order that I got for someone who has a friend who is having a baby girl, and what they wanted me to do was make a matching hat and blanket set. And I haven't started on the hat yet, but I have started on the blanket. Now this blanket is called the One Skein Baby Blanket, and so the way it works is you chain two, skip the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch after the one you skipped, and then you're going to take and double crochet back in the stitch that you just skipped. Now this was a totally new stitch for me, and I'm going to demonstrate to you all how I did it, but it looks really cool when you finish. And then after that you're going to do a row of just single crochet. So let me show you what I'm working on. Okay, so this is what I've done so far. And the way it works is that you chain two. So 1, 2. And then you're going to skip the first stitch, double crochet into the next stitch. And then you're going to double crochet in the stitch that you just skipped. And what that does, it makes an awesome X pattern. And you can see it more on the white over the pink. It makes like an X pattern. And so you just continue to do that all the way to the end of the row. You skip the next stitch, double crochet into the one after that, and then the stitch that you just skipped, you double crochet in that one. And you just do that all the way to the end. And then on the next row, you chain one and you single crochet all the way to the end. And you just do that continuously back and forth, back and forth. And what I'm doing is I'm doing 4 rows of the Red Heart with Love white, and then 4 rows of the Red Heart with Love bubblegum. And so I'm liking how this is turning out. I'm using a size K hook. It's a big hook, and so the project works really fast, which I enjoy. And I like making this blanket using this yarn. However, I would like for you all to recommend to me some good baby yarn. Some of the softer yarns out there, and this is soft, but some of the other soft yarns out there I've thought about is Red Heart soft yarn, and I know Hobby Lobby has some pretty soft yarn, but I'm looking for some nice baby weight yarn that I would like to try. And I have some Burnett baby blanket, and I have some Burnett baby coordinates. Let's see, what else do I have? There's one more that I have. Burnett baby blanket. I feel like there's one more that I have, but none of them are quite what I'm looking for in terms of making a blanket. So if you all could please recommend to me a good baby weight or a good yarn to make a nice, soft, lightweight blanket, because this is kind of heavy, and so I want to make something that's more lightweight, but I want it to be sturdy as well. You know, with baby blankets, they're constantly getting dirty and you just throw them in the washing machine. So I want something that is going to hold up. So I would really appreciate it if you all were to leave a comment in the comment box below, or send me a Facebook message and just let me know, what do you use when you're making a baby blanket. So once again, here's what I'm working on. And according to the pattern, you repeat this. You repeat rows 1 and 2 33 times. And so I'm not quite sure how long or what the length of this blanket is going to be, but it's going to be a nice size. And also there's an edging that you put around it, and I think it's called peacock edging, P-I-C-O-T edging. And after I finish making the blanket, you change to a smaller hook, and then you put the edging around it. So I'll see how it looks and see if I like it or not, but I've never done an edging like that before, so it will definitely be interesting. Oh, and I forgot to mention that when you start this blanket, you start by chaining 94 chains. And it's saying that this blanket, when you finish, it is going to be about 34 inches by 36 inches. So almost 3 by 3 size baby blanket. So I think that's nice for a baby. So yes, that is my one skein baby blanket. And I actually got this pattern off of the Caron website, but I didn't have any Caron 1 pound, which is what it calls for. I didn't have any of that with me, so I just decided to do it in Red Heart with Love. But I would like to try Caron 1 pound, and it is a free pattern, and it's called the One Skein Baby Blanket. And like I said, I will put a link to this in the description box below. Okay. Put that away. Now, the next thing that I would like to do is I would like to brag about my hair. Now, why am I bragging about my hair? Because of what I'm wearing. Check this out. It is the Bob Wilson 123 Claire. It is her hair bun cover. I absolutely love this. Now, as I talk about all the time, I have really big hair, and sometimes I just want to put my hair up. And so I put my hair in a bun, and I've been trying to figure out a way, how am I going to keep my hair up? I don't want to wear a hat all the time. I don't want to put a bunch of pins in it, a bunch of bobby pins in it. And so I went looking for a crochet hair bun cover, and I found Bob Wilson's 123, also known as Claire. I found her YouTube link, and I will put that link in the description box below. But I am so proud of this. The yarn that I used was Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn White. And like I said, I am so proud of this bun cover, and I can't wait to make some more. So here it is again. So I like it a lot. Okay, now back to my projects. The next project I'm going to show you all is a finished project that I used using some of my scrap yarn. Here it is. This is a child size beanie. It's made using half double crochet, and also there's a little flower here that is made using double crochet. So there it is. And you can tell this is like really old scrap yarn that was given to me. Look at the label. This is Caron Simply Soft. The label certainly doesn't look like that anymore. So yes, and the color is Orchid. So it turned out really, really well, and it is really soft. And it's so funny because I don't know what the date is on this. It doesn't have a date on it, but I know that it's really old. And a common problem that I hear from people, and I've been guilty of this myself, Caron Simply Soft, it splits. When you're working with it, it will split and drive you bananas. But something about this Caron Simply Soft yarn, I didn't have any problems with splitting. So I don't know what has changed between when this came out way back when and the Caron Simply Soft we have now. But I had no problems with splitting. I really want to find out what year this is from, but it's not telling me. But I'm going to find out though, because I'm really interested in this. It just feels a little different than Caron Simply Soft does now. I guess, well, I shouldn't say that it feels differently. It didn't split. So I enjoyed it. So yeah, this is my child size beanie with a little 5-petal flower. I think some little girl is going to enjoy this. Now, I was going to put a pom-pom on that hat, but I decided that it was just a little too big for a pom-pom. And I mentioned pom-poms because I have been watching some of Margaret sheepishly sharing videos, and I've been watching some of her older videos, and she has just gotten me inspired to do pom-poms all of a sudden. I bought my pom-pom maker, it's been a while ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. I got my pom-pom maker. Well, I would say maybe 3 or 4 years ago. But anyway, I haven't touched it since then. I first got my pom-pom maker and I went crazy with it. I wanted to make a bunch of pom-poms, and then I just didn't use it. So I'm happy to say that I have used it on this hat. This is a toddler size hat, and the yarn that I used is Red Heart Classic yarn in the lavender color, and then the pom-pom is made from Karen's Simply Soft Orchid, the same as this one. So I think this pom-pom was better on this hat than it would have on this one. So it turned out great. Now, usually I don't have a problem with Red Heart Classic being kind of, well, the only word I can think is kind of scratchy. But this yarn is old. Like I showed you all in the previous video, I had someone give me a lot of their old yarn. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this. And I have found that when you wash Red Heart Super Saver or Red Heart Classic or any type of scratchy type of yarn, if you wash it with fabric softener, it turns out great. And it just turns out so different. And so I'm going to put this in the washing machine. And I haven't attached the pom-pom completely yet. So let me show you all again before I take it off. But I haven't secured it yet because this is soft. But I want to wash this before someone else gets it. And so this one is made similar to the child size hat, using half double crochet rows. I think the difference is that this one is made with 20 rows and this one is made with 18 rows. So that's the only difference. And this is my handy dandy pom-pom maker. It is made by Clover. Yes, it is a Clover pom-pom maker. And these are the 2 larger sizes, but they do make them in smaller sizes. So that's up to you. You might want to put one big one on your hat, or you might want to put 2 smaller ones. And like I said, you can get these much smaller. These are 2.5 inch and 3 3/8 inch pom-pom makers. And so, yeah, here it is. And what's cool about it is that the instructions are on the back. But there's a lot of great YouTube videos out there that shows how to use this. And so, yeah, if you need some help, go to YouTube or either just follow these instructions on the back. Alright, so that is all I have to show you all today, and I hope you all are having an awesome day. The sun is out a little bit today, but I think it's supposed to rain again on Saturday, so it's just crazy, crazy weather. But anyway, I hope you all are having a super awesome day, and I'll see you and talk to you in the next video. Bye!